Hello everyone, welcome back to Living One Plant at a Time. My name is Samantha and today's video is going to be on my jungle cactuses. One of my subscribers asked me for an update, and since I bought a few more, I thought it was a good idea to show you my jungle cactuses this weekend. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first one's going to be and this is the one that I've had the longest, and it's called a Campos Portoano. Sorry about the way I say it, but the pronunciation pretty hard. So as you can see here, let me just show you more up close. It's one of these stringy ones, very thin stems. Most of the RHIPSALIses are found in South America, and mostly in Brazil. These are epiphytic plants, meaning that they grow on the trees in the jungle. So this one mostly likes to be, you have to not allow the soil to dry out completely. And if you notice these small little stems falling, it's either by because of low light, or it's too dry. So you have to find a balance of the moisture for the soil. But look at it, it's gorgeous. It just drapes down. I love this one. And the flowers are white, and they come out from the tips of these stems. Now I would say that you can grow this. It doesn't like direct light. It prefers east to west light exposure, but you can have it in a south facing window, as long as it's like back about a meter away. So also I want you to notice up here, see these stemmy, how they're like dry. This is very normal. It's just, I mean, don't be afraid to see this. It just happens when they mature. So this is the Campos Portoano. Now, the next one, this is another one hard to describe, to pronounce. And this is the Cereoides. Cereoides. Anyways, something like that. This is also found in Brazil. And I want to show you how, you see how it's, I don't know if you can see that. It's triangular. So it's three-sided. Very unusual. This is rarely four-sided. The flowers are also white on this one. As you can see, last year, these are the I propagated this from these two stems here that I was given. And in a year, it took this long to come out. I got it, I think, at the end, around August last year. But I find this is gorgeous once it grows. Look at how it's triangular. Like I said, the humidity for these, it has to be around 50 to 70% is a good humidity. Although if you don't, if you don't use a humidifier, they still grow, but not as fast. This is, like I said, also found in Brazil. And this one is one of the RHIPSALISes that are non-epiphytic. So meaning it doesn't necessarily have to grow on trees. So I just recently put all my RHIPSALISes in right here, behind here, these shelves here. And I also, I'm also supplying a humidifier. And I see now that they're starting to have aerial roots, which is really nice. So I think this year it's going to be a year for my RHIPSALISes. Now, the next one is called a coral cactus. This is a weird one also. I love it. So the growing habit is, as you can see, it forms long stalks and then it bushes out. Let me just show you up close. Can you see that? So they, in the beginning, they're like really thick, and then they start bushing out. So as you can see, here's one. This is a new one. You see, it's just a long stalk. And then it'll start growing from here. This one, the coral RHIPSALIS, you have to let the soil dry out completely. Not like the other one. The other one, like I said, you can't let it dry out. This one likes to be dried out completely. It's also, you can do it like soak and dry method. So completely soak it and then let it dry out completely. So this is also found in Brazil. And this becomes winter dormant. So you have to not completely stop watering it, but don't water it as much since it's dormant in the winter. Like when I got this, I would say this is 2 years old. When I got this, it was like this long vine was not here. So it was only, either was this. It was a small plant. So this is the coral cactus. Hope you can see that. Here you go. Now, the next one is called the dancing bones. Of course, I'll put the full names on the description. and on the bottom here. But because I can't pronounce them, I might as well use the common names. So this is called the dancing bones. It's another weird looking one. This can actually, out in the wild, grow up to 2 feet. Obviously not in our homes, but, well, maybe you can, but I've never seen that big. Look how it looks. Oh, it's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it. This also is very, it looks like small little bones. That's why it's called bones. But once it grows, it becomes thinner. I like this one also. Gorgeous. So most of my, actually all of my RHIPSALISes are in these glass containers. I just did this recently, about a month ago, because I found it difficult to know when to water them. So this way I put like leca on the bottom, and then well-draining soil, a lot of bark, perlite, and what else? Not lava rocks. So this way it allows me to see when the soil is dry, and it's helped me a lot. So this is the dancing bones. Most of these RHIPSALISes have their flowers come out from the tips, and they're mostly white flowers. Some of them have berries. So RHIPSALIS dancing bones. Now, one of the RHIPSALISes that is found in Africa, this one. And I want you to have a look at this. Look how furry it is. But it's not like a cactus spine where it'll prick you. It's just looks like small fur. Actually, looks like it, if you look at it, it looks like tarantulas. Anyways, this is called Mistleto RHIPSALIS Pilocarpa, because there's a lot of, if you look it up, there's a lot of mistletoe don't look like this. Like they name a lot of RHIPSALIS mistletoe, but this is the Mistleto Pilocarpa. So like I mentioned, this is found in Africa. The flowers are really small white flowers at the tips here, and are fragrant with pink centers. And this produces red berries. They also, the way they grow is they shoot up a stem, like you can see here, and then they branch out. So like this one shot up a stem. You see how it's branching out on this over here also? So this has branched out. This over here will branch out also. So it's pretty weird. So Mistleto Pilocarpa. Now, let's get on to another form of RHIPSALIS, and it's these ones. So this is called the Ramulosa, and as you can see over here on the sides, this is where the flowers come out. This also like, I just want to show you on this side. This is how it comes out first, and then it'll branch out to this. You can also see, let me show you on this one, that where is it? Okay. From these little points, a stem can come out also. So flowers can come out, or they can start growing stems and eventually will flop over. Also with high humidity, the aerial roots come out from here. So if you want to propagate them, you can cut them here, let it callus over, and stick it into soil and just mist it until it takes root. That's what I did with these ones. So this is, like I said, the Ramulosa. Now, another one is, and it's pretty common, I got this last week, and it's the Zigzag cactus. It's called the Zigzag cactus, or what else? Fishbone cactus. That's it. Now these I found scales on them, so I've noticed a few on mine, and I've been taking them out. So I would be careful. I have to check this one out constantly. That's all I need. And you see also here, I just want to show you. See this aerial root here? So if I wanted to, if I let this grow a bit and cut it here, you stick this into the ground and it roots up. Here you go. So my Fishbone cactus. Can't wait till this, like this, just dangles over. Gorgeous. And the last one, and my most favorite, and the hardest for me, is my Paradoxa. So I bought this last year, and there was 2 stems. Now, as you can see, there's only 1 stem. This very easily rots, so you have to be careful with the watering. And that's why, mostly for this plant that I put it in, I switched everything up and put it in clear containers so I can see if it's dry or not. Look at the structure of this. It's so gorgeous. And I see so many people that have really long ones. If I find one this year, because it's very difficult to find here, I'm going to buy another one and plant it up, because this is going to take forever. I find them very slow growing. Also, as you can see, like right here, it dries up. I don't know why does that to me. If anyone could tell me, I'd really appreciate it. So this is my Paradoxa RHIPSALIS. Now, Other than, like I mentioned, my fishbone cactus, other than scale or mealybugs, I don't think these attract pests. So you just have to be careful with those two pests. And I haven't seen anything in any pests in any of my other RHIPSALISes except my fishbone, which I just got last week. So maybe it was from the nursery or whatever. Anyways, I caught it on time. It's not, hasn't affected my other plants. So that's it for my collection. I hope you enjoyed it. If you, please leave a comment if you have anything useful, or if you want to talk about your RHIPSALISes. I love hearing from you. And until the next video or weekend, have a good one. Bye.